Access controls are specified as a relationship between a username and a digital entity within the data grid, file collection storage system. This requires that every person who accesses the data grid should have a username. Each user of the lifetime library has an associated account name, username. Each account name has a home directory, a trash directory, and membership in the public group. The exception is the anonymous account. This username has neither a home directory nor a trash directory. How does the data grid ensure that the anonymous account is treated differently? This is usually handled by a multi-level security system with unprivileged accounts restricted from doing operations that require authentication. Policies within the iROD's rule base are used to control what happens when an account is created. Actions for the creation of a user account are trapped at the acCreateUser policy enforcement point. The default acCreateUser policy checks whether the anonymous account is being created and then only creates a user account. However, if a differently named account is being created, the policy creates a user account, creates home and trash collections, and adds the account to the public group. The acCreateUser policy can be changed by the data grid administrator to impose additional constraints on user accounts. The default policy for controlling user creation is shown here. The policy includes recovery procedures after the three colons symbol. If an error occurs in any line, the recovery procedures are used to undo all state information generated by any previous line of the policy. This ensures that hardware or network errors will not lead to a partially constructed user account. Note that the policy has two functions called acCreateUser F1. If the first acCreateUser F1 function fails, caused when the username is not anonymous, the second acCreateUser F1 function will be tried. The rules can be modified by the data grid administrator. Possible changes include add operations before the account is created, add operations after the account is created, change whether a home directory is created, change where the home directory is created, change membership and default groups, change location of trash, add a quota. When the iROD's data grid was initially designed, the utility of a policy-based data management system was demonstrated by modifying the acCreateUser policy to remove creation of a trash collection for the anonymous account. The behavior of the system was changed without having to change any of the middleware software. A similar policy is used to control user deletion. The data grid administrator must decide whether to migrate the user collections to an archive stored under another account when the user account is deleted. This is critical for managing projects with NSF-style data management plans. The data products developed within the project have to be saved for a specified number of years independently of changes to project staffing, or whether to delete the files, or whether to notify the project leader before the account is deleted. It is possible to have different deletion policies for different user accounts. Take 7 minutes to complete exercise 74. Decide what properties should be associated with each account for your collaboration. Do you want to automatically set data sharing, archiving of data when accounts are deleted? Please load a paragraph about your decision into the Lifetime Library in the sub-collection class INLS 624 by the end of today's class.